guys. Sorry. Hi guys, good morning. Today I want to talk to you about mastering effective communication with your maids and nannies. Communication is essential in every part of life, every relationship, every job, every place that you go. There's a lot of communication that happens between yourself and somebody else. So when it comes to communicating effectively with your maids or nannies, it goes a long way because these guys are helping you. They live with you, they are working for you and under you. So you have to learn how to communicate well with your maids or nannies so that you can have a good working relationship. It is going to build trust and understanding between you two, and it's also going to enhance productivity and foster a very harmonious working relationship. So today I'm going to share a few tips on how you can do that with your maids or nannies. And yeah, so karibuni. And the first thing you have to do is actively listen to her. Stop using your phone, put it down, and dedicate that few moments to just listening to what it is that she has to tell you. Give her undivided attention, maintain eye contact, yeah. Show her that you're genuinely interested in what it is that she wants to tell you. So when you create that kind of an environment for your maid or nanny, it ensures that there's open channels of communication and there is nothing that she will be scared to talk to you about. So I always encourage you to create very open channels and learn how to communicate to your maids or nannies effectively. I know you might wonder, okay, I'm the employer and I have learned how to communicate effectively, but what if my maid or nanny is the one who doesn't know how to communicate effectively with me? In a future day, I'm going to share with you how your maids or nannies can learn to communicate effectively with you, and that is one of the trainings that we give the maids and nannies that we train. We teach them on good communication skills. So the second thing you have to do is to set very clear expectations and communicate them to your maids or nannies. Communicate those expectations to your maids or nannies. Be very specific about the job details, the task that you want her to do, the deadline, by what time should she be done, and the quality. How good a job is good enough for you. Avoid assuming things. Be very clear and provide clarification whenever necessary so that you can avoid misunderstandings or any confusion that may arise from a certain task or activity that you have given her to do. A simple example is if you expect her to wash curtains today, be very clear. Is it all the curtains, or is it only the sitting room curtains, or is it only the curtains in the baby's bedroom? Be very specific about and clear about the job that you're giving her and what you expect. So I have gone to train somewhere and the lady didn't know how to remove the curtain rings from the curtains. So whenever she was told to put them in the machine, she would put them with the rings there. So if this is something that you have to show her and explain to her how it's done, it's always better to be hands-on. Show her, demonstrate to her exactly how it is that you want the curtains to be washed. If it is just showing one set of curtains, and show her how to remove those rings, show her how to return them, and then now show her how to use the machine. So yeah, so those are just a few things that we also train on. Whenever we come to train your maid or nanny, there we will show them how to get the curtains off the curtain rod, and also how to remove the curtain rings or the hooks, and now how safe it is now to put that in the washing machine, and yes, and how to return them. So yeah, you need to demonstrate some things. Some things they may not understand by you just telling her how to do it. You might have to physically show her how it's done, and then now you can leave it to her to do it better next time. You know that communication is two-way. I say something, you receive it, you understand it, and then you respond back to me and confirm to me that you have heard and you have understood what I've told you. So encourage a two-way form of communication. Even when you're talking to your maids or nanny, Make sure that they actually understand what it is that you have told them to do and how you have told them to do it, and then let them give you feedback that they have understood and they will do it. So that always enhances and it fosters a culture of respect where you respect her and she respects you, and it makes you approachable, because there are some people who, when you communicate, you are the only one talking, you're the one saying do this, do that, and do this and do that, and then you walk out. So she's not even in a position to ask you, how can I do it, madam, or when do you want me to be doing this, or so make it two-way, so that you can also receive feedback from her, and she can also take you to be very approachable, and she will not be scared of telling you anything. The next one is a non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication speaks volume. So be very, very careful about the tone of voice that you use when you're talking to her, your facial expressions, and your body language. Because if you tell her something good in a bad way, she won't receive it in a positive way. If you tell her to do something for you and you use a very bad and condescending tone, she will not be happy when doing it for you, and she will feel like you are so difficult to please, you're difficult to communicate with. So try and make sure that you pay attention to your non-verbal cues, okay? Maintain a very friendly and respectful demeanor even when you're talking to your maids or nannies. They deserve it. They are your friends. They are your workers. They are the people that you entrust the lives of your children with. So if you speak very badly to that kind of person and still leave your children with them, yeah, so try and be respectful and friendly. So be very, very careful about your non-verbal cues. The next one is regular check-ins. So schedule regular check-ins with your maids or nannies. This will help you address any concerns that she may have faced or that she may raise with you, discuss their progress, and also provide any feedback that you would wish to provide to your maid or nanny. So some people like to be given an update on the housework every evening when the mommy gets home from work, which is good, especially where there are children. I'm sure every mom would want to know how their child was. How was the child during the whole day? Did she eat? Did she sleep? Were there any minor accidents? Yeah, these are things that moms and employers would love to be updated about by their maids or nannies. So when you schedule those regular check-ins, it also helps her address her own issues and her concerns, and you're able to deal with issues in a timely manner instead of letting them pile up, and then now by the time you're dealing with them, the lady has already decided to leave. Now another point that we could talk about, especially when dealing with effective communication, is conflict resolution. When you are living in one whole house with somebody, it's very, very, very common for you guys to have some form of friction once in a while. So conflicts are bound to arise in every home where there's a maid or nanny, or even where there's no maid or nanny. Case in point is you and your partner or your husband. So conflicts will constantly keep arising in homes, especially where an outsider has come to live with you. There will always be conflict. And the good thing is that when you constantly communicate, you're able to deal with those issues in a timely manner, like I had mentioned earlier. And when you encourage that open channel of communication, she's able to come to you with any of her issues, even though it pertains to anybody in that household. Provided that she is there, she will butt heads with so many other people who are living in your house. And if you guys have an open channel of communication, she'll come and tell you all about the issues that she's facing. So it's good to communicate well with your nannies, and when they tell you those kind of issues that they're having, you're able to solve them in a very timely, and constructive manner. So effective communication is going to help you resolve your conflicts with your maids or nannies. Finally, last but not least, is that when you communicate well, you're able to provide good feedback and encouragement to your maids or nannies. You're able to tell them when they do something good, which motivates them and makes them feel very appreciated and loved and cared for and valued. Can you imagine somebody who does for you that amount of work, who gives you that kind of comfort and relief, and then hapatangi asante? It would make them feel very, very bad. So when you learn how to communicate, you're also able to appreciate and recognize her hard work, and you will be so grateful to her, and she will feel valued, and she will feel her work is not in vain, and it is going to motivate her to keep working for you in a good way. So that's it from me today. Have a beautiful day.